Hello, in this video we are going to present a project which we are working on during project internship at Bannet University. Our project is music recommendation system. A recommendation engine is a system that suggests a product service information to user based on analysis and it can derive from very variety of factors such as users history and behavior similar users, and its benefit is it have a positive effect on the user experience, thus translating higher customer satisfaction and retention. It saves the users time and gives satisfy users. Just like on Netflix, instead of having to browse through thousands of books of sets of movies, it presents with a much narrower selection of items that a user must likely attend item. It is based on two filtering, content based filtering and collaborative based filtering. Next, collaborative based filtering will be explained by my friend Shruti Shushan.
Hi guys, taking over from Priya, this is me Shruti. So let's discuss about collaborative filtering and its two kinds. So basically, collaborative filtering can be of two types. One of them is item-based collaborative filtering, in which we find similarity between items. For example, here you can see that user one has bought oranges, apples, and bananas, while user two has bought oranges and apples, while user 3 has only bought apples. But finding the similarity between the items, we can also recommend oranges as well to user 3. That is the basic concept of item based collaborative filtering. The other kind of collaborative filtering is the user based collaborative filtering approach. This is the kind of approach that we have adapted in our model. So, what is happening here is we find the similarity between users. This can be found basically using cosine similarity or Pearson correlation or Euclidean distance and many more. So we find a similarity between the two users. For example, here pizza and salad has been eaten by both the users, and this user has also drank cola along with it, so that could be possibly recommended to this user. Similarly, if this user has must have eaten or drank something else, that could be recommended to the other user. That is the basic concept of a user-based model, where we find similarity between the users and possible recommendations are made to each other. A real-time example is this. We have all come across this in Amazon, right? Where customers who bought this have also bought these items.
Hi guys, so like Shruti explained up till now, that collaborative filtering recommends items which are likely interesting to a target user based on the evaluation averaging the opinions of people with similar tastes. And it is being used by YouTube, Netflix and many more huge industries. So there must be some advantages related to it. So I'm going to discuss a few of them. And first is serendipity. So what does it mean basically? That the model can help users discover new interests in isolation. If machine learning system may not know that user is interested in a given item, but through collaborative filtering the model might still recommend it because similar users are interested in that item. Second thing is, there is no problem of item based cold start. Even when no information of an item is available, we can still predict the item rating without waiting for a user to listen that song. So this is another huge advantage. And the third is that it does not require extensive content analysis and extraction. But there are some disadvantages as well. So first disadvantage is that it does not take into consideration, it does not take metadata into consideration. Next thing is, it is not very much effective unless a lot of users have rated a lot of items. This means that we need a huge amount of data set. So we can actually only then make it best match for a similar audience and then predict the rating if we have a huge data set. Next thing is, when we have a huge data set, we have a problem of data sparsity, which means that a sparse matrix where a lot of empty cells are present. So this we have also encountered this problem during our project. So this is a one of disadvantage of this approach.
Explaining about KNN algorithm. So what is KNN algorithm? KNN is a supervised machine learning algorithm which is used to solve regression and both classification problems. Now I am going to I'm going to explain the KNN algorithm with a classification example. Consider this example where there are two types. One type is of star type and another type is of triangle type, and we want to classify the given data point as a type of stars or a type of triangles. For example, suppose that k value is 3, then it will consider it will predict three nearest neighbors near the nearest to the given data point, and among those three neighbors which are present high, triangles are present high. So it will be classified as a triangle. And for k is equal to 7, it will be classified as a star because number of stars are more than number of triangles.
Hello everyone. After understanding what is KNN algorithm is, let's understand what is improve KNN algorithm. So basically, improve KNN algorithm is combination of baseline algorithm and KNN algorithm. And we are going to use improve KNN algorithm to build a music recommendation system. So baseline algorithm means it is a strategy to establish a baseline or base count for all the values in which user has not provided a rating, and this helps to increase the effectiveness of the algorithm or the accuracy of the algorithm. So there are many cases in which users doesn't provide a baseline, user doesn't provide a rating, and because of that we get 0 in a rating count, and after that when we build a recommendation engine we don't get a recommendation of that song in which user has not provided rating. That reduces the accuracy of the algorithm or the model, and also this problem calls the popularity bias, which is one of the limitation of the collaborative filtering. And another limitation is the cold start problem, where when there are new users or new songs uh, and the recommendation. So the another one is cold start problem. The cold start problem is basically also known as a sparsity problem. It occurs when there are so many new users or the new songs, when the data is not complete. Like I said that a rating is not provided by the users, and this also caused the problem of reducing the performance of the algorithm. And to avoid this both problems, we use this baseline algorithm, which we use the baseline or a mean of the rate of the ratings. So in our case, we have used the 2.0 as a baseline rating. So because of that, we will get improved algorithm with better accuracy and better recommendation. I hope it's by this way we are going to build our recommendation engine. I hope it's easy to understand. If you have not understand anything, please below. We will be very grateful to explain you entire thing. And if you like this video, please give us a big thumbs up. Thank you.